to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call vote. Alderman Clyde Costello.
Here.
Alderman Dennis Bovee.
Here.
Alderman Gloria Bader. Alderman Paul Franklin. Here.
Okay, I need a, okay, I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, public forum, everybody signed up. Okay, I need a motion for the consent agenda. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, old business. We finally got the other bid for the work on 3rd Street and Cedar Street. I guess you guys got them in the packets. One of them's for $9,390 and the other one's for $2,950. I don't know what the difference is.
I think one of them is one that can come all the way across the street and the whole intersection is not necessary.
And that was gonna be Jokers that was gonna do that?
Yeah.
9,000 something, and
That's not necessary is what they're saying. Okay. So I guess excuse me?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I guess you just need to decide which way you guys wanna go. I mean,
I'll make a motion to, accept Vern Norman's.
okay,
Because it's got everything we want done, and it's a whole lot cheaper.
okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that's taken care of. Did you get it? Okay, new business. Ordinance 912, an ordinance of the city of St. Mary, Missouri to establish a procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interests of certain officials. Now, David explained to me that this just has to be, we already have this ordinance, we just have to renew it.
Right. You just-
So, it's, he put it in your packet if you guys read it,
I
so.
make a motion for the first reading of ordinance number 912
Second.
by title only.
Second.
All in favor?
Roll call vote.
Roll call vote, sorry.
Oh wait, for the first reading, well, okay, let's do. Alderman Clyde Costello.
Aye.
Alderman Dennis Bovee.
Aye.
Alderman Paul Franklin.
Aye.
Okay, that's for the first reading. Let me do the first reading.
Okay,
An ordinance of the city of St. Mary, Missouri to establish a procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interest for certain officials.
okay, now we need a motion for a
Need a motion for a
second reading.
Make a motion to second reading bill number 912 by title only.
Second,
Second it.
okay, and then you need to do a roll call.
Alderman Clyde Costello. Alderman Dennis Bovee. Alderman Paul Franklin.
Okay,
Second reading, an ordinance of the city of St. Mary, Missouri to establish a procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interest for certain officials.
Okay, now I need a motion to pass ordinance 912.
I'm making a motion to the pass ordinance 912.
Second it.
And then you need a
Roll call.
roll call
Roll call
to,
to pass. Alderman Clyde Costello.
Yeah.
Alderman Dennis Bovee. Alderman Paul Franklin. All right, motion carried, ordinance adopted.
okay, and the next thing on our paper is cluster box unit for Kaskaskia Island. What that is the post office is wanting to put mailboxes as you turn to go to the island on that side of the road.
Hold it outside.
Yes. Now, I've discussed this with Paul, and Paul's thing is he thinks that we shouldn't approve or disapprove it until we get the people on the island, their opinion on it, whether or not they would want that. So,
You got a point. I mean, if that's what they want, I would actually be for it, but if they don't want it,
Well,
why do it?
and the thing that was brought to my attention was, hang on a second, was, it's because of the high water, which that may be the reasoning for it. But if the water's up and they're on the island, they're still not gonna be able to get their mail. So I haven't talked to the postmaster. This was just kind of, would we be interested in doing this? Because the thing of it is, from what I understand, if we say yes, then the city's gonna be responsible for mowing around it.
But we mow there anyway. That, you know what I'm saying, we mow that anyway. It wouldn't be nothing. But the thing of it is, unless those people over there want, I don't see where they're gonna get it managed. I'd like to hear their input, and I'd also like, at this time, I'd like to suggest that we put this off for the next meeting, so we can talk to people from the island and get an input. If they don't want this, I'm not gonna try to force them down the road. I mean, you know, between them and the postal service.
Well, it was just brought to my attention and I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. Dennis, what do you want to say?
Okay, I talked to Danny Langford and a couple of the others that live on the island.
Mm-hmm.
They said it didn't really matter to them one way or another. Okay, the post office is gonna do what the post office wanna do. The only reason the post office is going to us is because it's our property. It's one city-owned property. And they have to get permission to put something on city-owned property. But as far as the postal boxes is concerned, they're in charge of that. Okay, the postmaster, I talked to John over here today, and he said, he gave me a name, but I can't remember who it was. It was one of the postmaster is the one that's ramrodding this. So personally, I think it's a good idea because they won't have to hold the mail at the post office when they can't deliver it up there. Okay, and I think that was one of the postmaster's concerns, is that they're holding the mail at the post office in St. Genevieve. And they're not a storage facility, so that's the reason that they're wanting that CPU unit. But like I said, I don't mind tabling it until the next meeting, until more people get a chance to talk to people.
Yeah, I think it needs to be
Because
discussed.
I've only talked to a couple of them, I haven't talked to everybody over there or something like, you know.
You know, like, are they gonna do this permanently and no longer deliver mail over there?
That's the assumption I had, but I'm not sure because like I said, it was just brought to my attention. I haven't talked to the postmaster about it. It was just something they're thinking about doing. But I'm assuming that if they put it over there, it's gonna be permanent.
Everybody has to come over here and get it.
Correct.
That's the question I was just wondering.
Right.
Those people need to know what's going on.
Right, and see, the postmaster's supposed to be getting a hold of me so we can discuss this. So after I talk to him, I'll have more information. Yeah.
Well, getting hold of the folks on the island.
See, I don't,
See, this is what's got me going, 73, 83, 93, what, all the floods we've had. And now, you see the small towns, ours are cut down on the post office. And maybe they're thinking, well, the high water, but I'm kind of leaning towards, or trying to cut costs. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I think they're doing.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, they don't want to mess with the island. They just want to dump it and run, you know, so. But I think the people should have a say-so, and that postmaster, whatever his name is, he needs to contact those guys over there and get their input, you know, even before we even think about it,
right, I agree with you.
so.
I
But-
agree with you.
Okay, we'll just table this.
Make a motion to table it.
I make a motion to table this till next meeting.
I seconded it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Departmental reports. Emergency management report, David?
Yeah, we've got the CERT classes going, and they're going really well. I've already had the first 2 classes. I've got guest instructors coming in, ambulance district's gonna help, with the medical, hospital's gonna help with the search and rescue. Frankie did an excellent job helping us with fire suppression yesterday, so I wanna thank him for that. It's going real well. I thought I was gonna have to cancel it, you know, because of the flood, and the health department lost a lot of stuff, but we're able to pull it off, and they've been wonderful, you know, working with us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I will be going to the ICS forms class, which you guys approved. That class was in threat of getting canceled because it didn't have the 24 students, but one good thing about the flood, everybody's wanting to get reimbursed, and this is the class that's gonna teach you how to do it, so now the class is on, you know, full capacity, so that
That's
class is
awesome.
on, I'm going to that, on the 15th, and that's what I got.
Okay, water and sewer department, Dennis?
Okay, on the water side, everything's looking good, baptises are good, the residuals, chlorine residuals are good. We got our CCR report, and it's about to be published tomorrow. And the sewer side, we haven't had no real, we only had a couple of calls on that this month. I do have, I talked to, in my report last month about the pump house up here and what it would cost to have it, you know, repaired. Well, since it's not on the agenda, I'm not gonna bring it up, but I mean, I have a bid from Dean Menard that did the survey for it. But I'm just gonna mention it. We're not gonna make any decisions because it's not on the,
Okay.
on the thing. But I do want them to be informed about it, okay?
Okay.
So we'll talk about that next month at the next meeting.
Okay.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, park and cemetery, Paul.
Okay, the park looks real good. Let's back up here. Cemetery looks real good. The park, with all the rain, wet water, the grass is a little high. But we've got those girls from MERS Goodwill that's helping us out, and what the game plan is, in fact, it's going real good, the weather just straightened up, is we're redoing a lot of things to the park. We're doing a lot of painting. We're fixing up picnic benches. We're in the process of ordering some toddler swings. And thanks to the St. Mary's Chamber of Commerce, those guys are really helping us out with the supplies and the things we need. We really do appreciate that. And the girls, there's 3 young ladies that live here in St. Mary's, they're helping us. Those girls wear me out, now I'm telling you. I think there's times where they say, come on man, get the program, you know. But those girls have really done a fine job, they really have. And it's going to take a little time, but hopefully we'll get this park built up a little better, or a lot better than what it is, and the people will start coming back and using it. The kids will, you know, start using it again. But we've got a ways to go yet, it's going to take time. That's it.
Okay. Street department, Mike.
I really don't have anything to report right now.
Okay,
Except that we're gonna eat the snacks, that's it.
that's a good thing. Okay, fire department, since Gloria's not here, Frankie.
Alright, we had 3 call-outs, 1 EMS call, and 2 other calls which were for power lines being down. We got the pump packing fixed in 41, and ISO came down this week to do our inspection, which I hope everything went well with that. And I mean, he acted like it did, so.
Now, when will you find out what your,
Well, as soon as he gets all the paperwork, which I had Dave send off paperwork today to him, and then he's gotta get his mapping system too, of our hydrants, and then it should, I mean, probably within about 3 or 4 weeks, probably.
then you'll know?
Yeah, before we actually get our report back, probably.
Okay.
Anyways, to let us know what our rate is, you know, on our ISO. The other thing I was wanting to talk about too is, we're in the process of looking at trucks. I mean, we're wanting to buy a new truck. I mean, not brand spanking new or anything, but we're wanting, you know, to update, you know, our 69. Anyways, I mean, she's starting to get where we're having to put money into her, and we don't want to put buku bucks in her, because we ain't gonna never get that money back out of her.
Right.
And anyways, I'm needing to know what kind of bottom dollar I can go with on our fire account. And then that way I can actually start looking at trucks of, in the price range of doing something. Which you got a copy of one of the fire trucks that I was looking at. And I don't know if Dave made copies for $80 or not, but
It's up there if you guys wanna look at it.
this one here is actually called a Humper Rescue. It's a 99, and it's 500 gallon capacity tank, and I think it does have foam tanks on it. I talked to the guy the other day about it, but he was kind of in a hurry. We couldn't, get on the subject of it. But I mean, it's a diesel. That's what we're looking towards. And this has got the high sides on it, which we can put a lot of equipment into it. It's something that we're actually interested in, actually trying to get one like that. I mean, I know the price is kind of, a little high on the price, but I mean, for what we have, but like, I had another one here from Vestas. It was a Pearson. It was an 84, and I mean, that thing's as old as I am, so it ain't gonna pass the NFPA regulations, and that's what's going on with our white one. It don't. I mean, it works, everything works on it, but they consider it don't pass that.
Because
that
it's so
stage.
old.
Yeah, it's over 30 years, well, it's 45 years old. So, I mean, she's getting to the point where we're starting to have kingpin and stuff messing up on us and stuff, in which the brakes were messing up on us the other couple of months ago on it, which we got them lined out a little bit. That's what we're looking forward. I'm just needing to know what kind of price I can actually play with, so that way maybe donations this year or something that we get, if I do the yard sale, start putting money back. And I mean, like us as a fire department, we don't have a lot in our account, but we wouldn't mind a double, maybe a couple thousand added too, I mean, that's, so.
Well, you have accounts, you got 2 certificate of deposits, correct? David? And that's like 26,000, right? Am I looking at that right?
Yes.
So, I mean, the thing about it is, I don't want to pull all of our money out, because we gotta have our maintenance money still for all our
Right.
other stuff.
Oh, and that one up there, that's 35,000. So,
And I know more and more we're starting to lose fire tag holders, out in the county here in the rural area, because, the 911 system is set up the way it is. Perry County, I mean, our jurisdiction was actually lithium in Perry County, and then Double N was our cutoff point. 911 system came in and kind of pushed everything where Perry County has it all now, and not us, but which I look at the point of your insurance ratings go down when you're at a close fire department. And then the other thing, response time. I mean, it takes 20-25 minutes, for Perryville to actually get set up and get rolling out, So that's kind of my thing is we can't, we filled out grants, but they always send back, negative things like we don't have enough coverage area or enough call outs, and we ain't gonna get that. We're not like Ozora, we're a small town, we don't have an interstate that runs through us. So I mean, and nothing against Ozora, I mean, I've been on that department too, so I know what they've done, I know what kind of stuff they actually got and stuff, and I give them kudos for that, because, it takes a lot to do a grant and stuff, but we just don't have the traffic like they do in the coverage area like they do, so.
well, the board would need to decide how much they would be willing to spend. I mean, that's their account though.
My
They don't,
my thing is like I was talking to Frankie about today, they need to discuss what they want, and, what the cost is that they're gonna, spend, okay, and what the city's gonna spend. But they first have to make a decision on which truck to get, okay, because there's a lot of trucks out there, and there's a lot of bells and whistles on a lot of these trucks, okay? And like Joe showed me the one the other day, unfortunately, it's already sold, it was like for $39,000, okay? You can't get a pickup truck for that anymore.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's something that we have to take into consideration, you know. If you can get a fire truck for $45,000 or something of that nature, you're doing pretty good because, you know, like I said, these newer pickups, if you get all the bells and whistles on a pickup, depending on what it can cost up to $60,000 for a damn pickup.
I mean, my thing is, I just need a rough estimate of what I can play with.
Well, we can't give you one.
I mean, it's just like, you know, so, because, I mean, I don't want to sit here and be looking at trucks, and no offense, I understand, you know, with the money issues, but I go and look at a truck and, you know, on the internet and say, oh, $60,000 truck, that's my truck, that's what we need. You know, I already know where that's gonna go. I already see it, you know. And, I mean, I know what kind of small town we're in, so. But the thing about it is like, for instance, you know, Miss Pearson, the other day, that I had one of my firefighters go look at Festus. Yeah, $8,000, nice truck, it looked pretty. But the thing about it is, 20,000 hours on a pump. You're just looking for a problem. A pump breaking down on you on a fire scene or something, I don't want that. So, that's my thing. I was just trying to figure out what we have, what, you know, actually I can look forward to getting. That's what I'm, you know.
You're wanting to know how much,
Yeah, basically how much I got. I've done a lot of business in my days and stuff, but the thing about it is I know you can't just spend all your money at once in one place
Right.
and not have the money to do maintenance.
right,
So I mean, and that's what I'm looking at, is what we actually have, what we can, you know,
you're wanting a number of
get basically. You know
What
what I mean?
the
If I
city
get a
would
copy of whatever, it don't matter.
Can I ask a question?
You sure can.
I'm trying to follow kind of all. Okay, you got, whatever you got. What the fire department don't pay, where are we coming into that? Any idea?
Well, the money's, if the city puts out money, it's gonna be out of their account that we have, the fire department's account.
But do they have enough there to even buy a truck? That's what I'm getting at.
Well,
And then, like you said, you're gonna blow the whole thing out of the truck, then you don't have, I don't know how we're gonna do this.
right, that is something we need to discuss, something we need to say, okay, this is how much we're willing to go on this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I'm just gonna throw out there, the city will let you have $8,000 out of this account. That's what Frankie's wanting to know, how much of this money would the city be willing to let them spend on a truck? So that they know how much more they have to come up with, is what he's wanting to know.
Because I mean, I don't want to hurt our account through the city, because if we don't have the money to stay in operation, then we
Correct.
just we're off. You know,
Right. Right,
And I mean, we got to have money, you know, for our fuel and stuff like that, so that's, you know, that's maintenance.
Where the rest of the money will come from?
I mean, my thing is, if I could get a point here, what we can actually play with, and you guys need to decide on what we can play with right now. But
Well, I need you to do me a favor.
is what I can do is actually find out what kind of grant I can get for a lesser price. I mean, can I get a grant for maybe, you know, another $18,000 or something, you know, to put in behind what you guys give us? That's, you know, I don't know if it's because grants ain't wrote up right. I don't know that. I mean, every grant that I've seen, they've been wrote up right and stuff. And, you know, but the thing about it is, these grant people are so hard to get through sometimes. I mean, they see one little mess up, oh, you're done. You don't need it. You know, that's.
well, I'm just gonna make a suggestion here to look around and see about what the prices are, you know, for what you guys are wanting. and then come back to us and say, okay, the average is between this and this, and then I guess we can go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
In order for me to make a decision, I gotta know what your yearly operating cost is. That way we know how much to keep back before we release any money. I don't know what your operating cost is. None of us on
Yeah,
the
but
board
then-
know what your operating cost is.
Well, you should have what we have, because the cities, it comes out of that account
Right.
there for us to do our trucks, to take care of our trucks.
Right, I don't have it handy, but I
Yeah.
know we were gonna do this, but, as far as financing for the fire department, the fuel, the maintenance, the insurance, that all comes out of general city taxpayer funds. That $33,000 or $35,000 that's in the fire department mutual or money market, that money comes from tag holders, and we don't pull money out of that very often. Plus, they've got these 2 CDs for like
CDs, yeah.
$26,000. As far as what we're paying, I can
Well,
rough
right
estimate it,
here,
but it's probably.
budget
50
used
grand.
to this year, budget used year to date, it says $11,000. $11,979.67,
There you go.
right there. That tells you how much they've used.
And that's through May, so that's about half a year, so, yeah, 25,000, 30,000.
Is what
The
it is.
city pays.
The city pays for a year for their
Right.
maintenance and operation.
Correct.
Out of that account.
Out of our general,
Not there.
our general, right, that's not coming out of their,
Okay.
See,
money market.
they have in their account, they have over $35,000
Right.
that could be used to help get a fire truck. And see, they also have 2 money market accounts.
Yeah.
One's got $11,575.10, and the other one's got $15,405.90.
What is that money to be used for?
That is to be used for the fire department. So I'm thinking that if we have to help them, we could pull some of this money out
Right.
of one of their accounts.
That's what I was
Yes,
kind of getting at, because otherwise we just took so much out of 20,000 we got. We're gonna get slapped with a whole bunch of money we don't have.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I would suggest to you, to make it easier, that you just go and, get some prices of what you're wanting, and then come back to us, and then we can give you how much we're willing to let you.
Well, see, what we was actually gonna do, I mean, I was just trying to bring it up to see what we had. That way I can go back and say, okay, look, this is what we got, but we gotta save this much back. And then, cause, I mean, not everybody's gonna agree on the same truck, I'm sorry. But, I'm sorry, you ain't gonna get every bell on this we want either.
Right.
And you can't do that, because then you're gonna, a new one of these trucks, a brand new one, you're looking at almost $400,000.
Oh, yeah.
So, you can't do nothing like that, so.
No.
But, we're gonna have a meeting on it at the fire department and see what we actually need. That way I can run through, I'm looking at trucks the truck we do need, a certain truck we need. But I wanna combine it all together to what we can actually use that truck for. But that's all I have, that's all I need to know what we have, so I can go back.
Yeah, this right here tells you how much is in that
And could I
account.
get a copy of that, so I can take it
Yeah.
back for our meeting?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I would suggest that you don't, spend every penny.
No, I don't wanna spend every penny on it.
Why not?
It's
I always said if I won the lottery, I'd buy a new truck. I never won the
Good
lottery.
luck for
yet.
that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, is that all you got,
That's
Brandon?
all I have.
Okay. Police Department, Mark, do you have anything?
Not really. We didn't have any major problems or incidences at all while the water was up this time around. Traffic flowed real good. No issues with any overweight vehicles per se. There was a problem with MoDOT closing the highway a a day early. There was a lot of people weren't happy with that. Unfortunately, I couldn't help them with that. The highway belongs to MoDOT. They closed it, I couldn't reopen it. The water is coming back up. It's looking 36.3 by Sunday night. It's supposed to level off and drop off. That's subject to change at any time.
Right. So the highway may be closed again.
It's possible. We're in danger at 36 and a half, 36.5. That's it.
Okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. Animal control, oh, so you got something to say about that?
I would like to reopen my report on the sewer, if I could,
Okay.
because I forgot to say about the antique mall. Remember I was telling you about the antique mall and the grinder there, the duplex station? Vendor's due to come out on Tuesday, but they're calling for, we've got some preparation to do before they can start their work.
Correct.
We're gonna have to dig down to brackets and all that good stuff for them and clean out the dang grinder pit. Well, they're calling for rain tonight at midnight or whatever, and if they get a lot of rain back, we're not gonna be able to get our heavy equipment back there to do that kind of stuff. We'll about tearing everything up. I mean, and I'm not so sure they ain't worried about the side yard, they're worried about the front of it.
Right.
And to get to the front of, to the side, you gotta go across the front to go back there. So, I don't know if we cancel it, she told me they wouldn't be able to get to it till the end of the month, the end of July, so I don't know. I'm at a dilemma because of the rain and, and everything. I don't know what to do. I don't know, because the only nice days they're gonna have is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
So did you go talk to him up at the antique mall and
Yeah,
explain this to him?
I told Janice this morning that, what I was told by the vendor, okay? I did not go up and discuss the point about the rain and all this other stuff. Only the fact is that if it did rain, that we would be tearing up the yard. And she said, well, I don't know about that. I'd have to get back with my bosses on it. So, I'm at a rock and a hard place here.
My thinking is you need to go back up there tomorrow and talk to him and see, okay, if it rains, we're not gonna be able to do this unless we tear up, we're gonna tear up your grass and see, because we gotta make them happy. So, I don't know, I would say go talk to them and see what they're wanting to do.
If they don't want to tear the grass up, all you can do is wait till the end of the month to do it,
Yeah.
But, other than that,
Can I say something on that?
Mhm.
Well, vendors gotta get their truck back there, and you're looking at probably over 18,000-pound trucks.
yeah.
Yeah, with
And
the crane. and
they
everything.
bury one of them, that city tractor ain't gonna get it out.
Oh, no.
So I'm saying you go up there and talk to them and let them, basically let them make the decision whether or not they want their yard tore up and fixed now, or they wanna wait till the end of the month. That's what I'm thinking.
And hope there's no
Well, I ain't
rain.
gonna be here tomorrow, but Frankie, you got the word, so I can go up and talk to her. Janice, make sure you talk to Janice. Don't talk to anyone else but Janice, because she don't get the messages.
Okay. Okay, animal control, Paul?
No, I haven't heard a thing. Mark, you heard anything?
Had a report of a small dog running down Third Street the other day. I never saw it. I hope it made it home safe. I don't have any phone calls or reports of anybody missing anything.
Okay, citizens participation, does anybody have anything to say? Okay, I need a motion.
Let me go to adjourn this meeting.
I seconded it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.